pick again, and they just weren't ready. We're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen.
They picked map.
They picked map. Yep. Because they did win. I know you got excited for a second thinking that they did something weird, but it's still cool. They did do that earlier. They picked Infernal and brought a triple tank comp.
This is a map where Diablo can happen once again for Judy. Might also be banned again. I think rather than banning Diablo, Hooligan should just step up and actually consider taking it away as a first pick. Because Hooligan does play a pretty decent Diablo as well. You don't really have to use it as a ban card.
Yeah, I mean, you have first pick, so you have that opportunity. If they ban Maiev here, then that's when you're like, oh, man, Miracle's in their heads, right? Wave clear is going to be really important here. Sonya is very viable. You mentioned Junkrat earlier as well.
Yes.
And if they do get the Maiev, this is a good map for Junkrat, one of his best. I think the scary thing about Miracle is Sniper's hero pool is insane. It always has been, and he's like silently been talked about. But like, look at this. Like, I just like look at my sheet. I was gonna look at how many, and it's like it barely fits on the page. He played 34 different heroes in Phase 1, and in Phase 2, which we've only half completed, he's already played 14.
Because he has always been a flex forever.
Yeah.
And ever. In HGC, even before HGC.
You just, as Ballistix here, you're like, well, I don't know. They could do this. They could do this. They could do this. They could do this. And then one guy's like, well, they could do that one crazy thing. And the guy's like, no, they can't. Well, yeah, actually, it's Miracle. They might do that. Like, they might triple tank on Spider Queen. That would be weird, but it's something that they have done before, and they will throw these strategies out.
He even played TLV. I don't know when that happened exactly. I don't want to remember. Maybe I erased it off my head. Yes, and he lost. That's how far he would go. Even if you have him on Murky, Gaslow, Zul, or any of the other specialists as well, he will just play, and he will actually be good. That's the type of player we're talking about. And Judy has been playing some ETC on this map really well as well. So I don't think Ballistix should be like target banning the tank, maybe just sealing one away, and then just not thinking about it, and then try to target the DPS and grabbing that Hanzo maybe for SC. Could be one way to go for the drafting.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into this map. We live in a world where Miracle could win this series right now, defeat Ballistix 3-1. It'd be even better than, you know, some of the crazy upsets we've almost seen today is an actual series upset in 2018, man, in Korea. Okay, they're in Ballistix heads. They first ban the Maiev. Sniper has the game of his life, and now everything is open. You mentioned the first pick Diablo, but that means that maybe Deckard goes through for Miracle. They get 2 picks with this, and if you're throwing picks away or throwing bans away like this because you're scared of one specific player, when the 2 picks come through for Miracle, they're going to get a great comp. Diablo ban.
And a Genji ban. Because
what if it's not?
No, Genji has to be banned. It just allows SC's Genji to appear then. You don't want that at all.
Okay, so there. Stay while listening. Korean is actually so fun. All right, there's the Garrosh coming through, picking the tank early for Judy once again. It's Rainer. Still could be a Junkrat as the second DPS. SC is not going to let this happen this time. He's going to get. They're going to pick both DPSs right away.
It seems like SC's Hanzo and SDE's Phoenix.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Oh yes. And this case, then, just ban one of the tanks. I think that's a smart way of drafting here, as that's one of the most likely, or they have Brawl ban, so off lane.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Leoric ban. Triple tank again. White main is removed, so that makes it a little bit tougher to do what they did with Deckard already taken. Is it possible to run Sonya as the final pick?
I think so, yes.
Because you have Blaze, you have sustained healing with Malfurion. Malfurion heals everybody, he's getting the bunker. I think it could happen.
It could happen, because on this map you can also have Phoenix solo. So that's another thing. And Blaze can actually just soak, have Sonya along with the rotation. Or we can just have 1-3-1. Either way, however you want to take it. Okay, Irel with ETC ETC when there is zero available, that's I think right now in the meta the only okay possible option.
Well, they get the Junkrat here that we were talking about since before the draft started. So Sniper is going to be playing that one. No more Nitrogen Sonya. Not tonight. Well, at least not on this map. If we go to Game 5, there's always the chance. I like both comps. It's, again, I think the biggest thing, when I look at all of these 10 heroes, the biggest standout to me is how early they picked Phoenix Hanzo. And it's like, we've been talking about SC's hero pool for a year now. This has not been like a week or two or one part or one phase. It's been all year long. And the fact that we're having them pick these Phoenix and Hanzo early, and we've been doing this for a year, means I don't know if that's ever going to change. And with heroes like Mephisto coming out, etc., it's going to get even more crazy. Like, what if the hero after Mephisto is also a DPS and SC just can't feel comfortable on it? This is something that I want to talk about for playoffs, and something I want to talk about for BlizzCon is how many heroes does SC play for the rest of the season? The Sniper's already played twice as many.
Well, I don't think he should be bringing any new ones into the games. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Yeah,
not tonight.
Oh, both teams surprisingly have very low win rate on this map.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. Ballistix' worst map, 1-4. Never realized that before.
Hooligan with ATC wants to control the early game. Super strong rotation. And the speed as well, but with Blaze, with Garrosh, it is not the same. You don't really have that much power.
It's certainly true. You don't have like a big follow-up root or anything like that. You have a stun that's, you know, AoE but doesn't last very long. As you can see here, just Hooligan escapes. G wanted to hit that groundbreaker just a second ago. Does get the toss, and look at that dodge on the power slide. He was like, oh, it's just a stack. That's all I wanted.
It's very scary for both sides. Both supports having the big root that pairs up with the CC from the tank. That's going to be impossibly a kill if focused right.
Hey, Nitrogen, speaking of focus.
Are we looking at another mistake here?
The
warp.
That warp will get the kill. Could have been disastrous, but yeah, that was pretty crisp by Ballistix. And even Miracle realized, like, there's nothing we can do. He gets out or he dies. We're not going to try to turn this fight.
And with that kill, Phoenix actually doing camp at the bottom. So they will start to rotate earlier. Now they can actually start their ETC rotation after the camp. Because they love scratching on the walls, not really having the best, like the strongest push. Even though we had the EXP change onto the fort and the turrets.
Yeah. Okay, Jungha and SD just completely commit to this. It's very much a scary thing to deal with Phoenix lane push, man. If he has a melee with him, he's just going to help protect everybody. He's going to slow, help the melee get away. He does insane damage, wave clear, and also as he's leaving, like if he almost gets like a cat tower, he just switches mode and then blows it up on the way out. Like this, Frankel forced to use his adrenaline rush here.
Hashtag BLX if you want BLX to win. Hashtag help MRC. We don't have the live updates, but I'll let you guys with my eyes how it goes.
Well, he's gonna let you know with his mouth. He's gonna check with his eyes.
Oh yes.
Like when we come back,
Jacob mouth and or the eyes.
When Jacob comes back, he just like winks 3 times with his left eye.
And then I let you know.
He uses his eyes to like Morse code, let you guys know which one won. I'm like, damn, Jacob, I didn't know you knew Morse code, man.
Like, a lot of Miracle fans.
I can't follow. Like. Yeah, it looks like people are looking for change.
Yeah, it's about 6 to 4. Maybe full series.
Yeah.
Unless we still see those small mistakes from Nitrogen. I think Miracle actually holds their early game, even though ETC is on the onto Ballistix. Because of that scary CC potential from Blaze Garrosh.
Hooligan. Ooh. Gets a stack away. He's just going to try to trade up here, buy some space for everyone to clear this wave.
In terms of gems, Ballistix has enough to turn in.
Yeah, I don't know if Urel is carrying any right now. I think she is. I think she might have just been turning in. That would actually be really good to know. SC's got the most. He just gets those out. Sniper gets away here in this exchange. I want to see Urel's gems. All right, I'm going to count everyone else's gems. Okay, Magi has 2. SD has 12, so Urel has 6. We'll never see it on screen, but I know.
But they're not getting any position to get the turn.
Yeah. Now Miracle has enough. Phoenix is so powerful on this map. So easy to just chunk people down, rotate around, do that big damage. All right, how many does she have now? She has 9.
All of the sniper. The Bar Slide is used, or even before that, even ETC thrown from the mine. Any other members? Talk about the crowd control that's gonna happen right now.
Ooh, Nitrogen misses the stun. That could have been the mine into disaster. Deckard Kane also making it so much easier for Phoenix to get value. SDE, though, is the target now. Perfect face melt, but it's still not going to save him.
Ooh, a little.
That was so well played, but it's just not enough. Hooligan, body blocked. Here's the root.
And plus armor to save, but ooh, nice dodge there.
That was pretty incredible. Like, Hooligan's like, oh, I'm just trying to carry this team right now. Don't stand there, SDE, man.
Yeah, but without Phoenix, they can't have the same pressure. They can continue to poke because they have SC.
I feel like Miracle probably should have turned in there instead of chasing kills.
I think Blaze is rotating top to get the turn in, and I don't know exactly how much he's holding.
Let me do some math. Like 9, 3, so
40
a lot.
Minus.
Yeah, 18 at the moment.
Okay, not enough to get the summon the Web Weavers, but still that's a big one.
Almost enough.
Yeah, there's a Sonic Arrow, Scatter Arrow, really good to cancel all the cast. Channeling there.
Yeah, the composition of Ballistix for delay is really good. I mean, Miracle is good too. Fire and Junkrat. His entire kit's like great for delay. Okay, Nitrogen's trying to get this turn in, but he's interrupted. But this is kind of a... It almost feels like this is a very complex game of tennis right now. They're kind of bouncing back and forth, trading. Oh, no, we blocked this turn in. Someone's going to sneak to the top turn in. They're going to rotate back up, where you have to deal with wave clear, delay, threaten turn-ins. Enemy has to threaten your turn-in. Now the focus is on, for a moment here, the top turn-in. See that Deckard block there. It's important to remember, too, how many each person has.
Yeah, Ballistix leading just by a little bit. Maybe they can use that just at the time. They get 10, to get picked off, or pressure that into a turn-in.
Well, Nitrogen and Jong can both get a turn-in off of just one. And that's what they're going to try to abuse here when they see Jong come over.
That was the second jump. No more escapes.
Tossed in one more time. That's another kill. 2-1 here. Miracle is on the verge of 10. Hooligan, that was, if he had gotten caught there before he could slide, would have been the end of him. They're both going to get 10 at the same time. And it's going to be with one pick here. Miracle grabbing the Web Weavers. At least Ballistix will have 10 for the defense. I don't think that SDE is considering Planet Cracker, but it took a while to lock that one in. I think Stage Dive is still very viable here, especially with all the interrupts on the side of Miracle. So he's just going to wait for the next team fight for the best opportunity to use it. He's bought alone, which further shows that he's definitely considering a stage dive engage. Yeah,
of course a good Mosh can turn the entire game. But in this game where ETC cannot get the rotation value as much, I do follow your reasoning. I do think stage dive is not a bad choice in this game.
I think he's definitely going to do it. I mean, look at him right now. He's in the bot lane.
Oh, yes.
So, He's trying to surprise. He
Stage
lock it
dive.
in. Okay.
Locked in. The toss onto Magi.
He has
No
to come
escape.
now. Oh, the arrow right before means it's a big slow, but there's bunker. Sleep is not going to be enough here to get the follow-up kills. Good power slide here by Hooligan. SC, lucky he's got that corner, gets over the wall. SDE looking for the follow-up. He's going for the big salvo on the flank, but there's just not enough damage. He's caught. Rip Tires on the chase. Warp gets him away. Jungha's going to survive, and miraculously, no one dies in this exchange, but Miracle has earned enough gems for potentially a second turn-in, and with the minion waves in their favor, they're looking for it.
That was really close. Back-to-back turn-in right after. Because Ballistix, most of their members are really low, they can't really come in. They need a lot more time to sustain. Great poke there, just the delay, but only a matter of time.
Nitrogen, is he going to get the interrupt? Oh, nope. They do not get it. Blue Beetle was just a second too late on that Moonfire. So they do not get the double. Ballistix has a global now on the map, and that really turned that fight. They didn't win it. Nobody won the fight. It was a better trade from Miracle because they have Web Weavers, but it could have been, you know, further damage. It would have been for sure a dead fort if he didn't have that.
It was Jungha just coming in with the jump, protecting his ally with the armor. If not that, and the stage dive, Magi would have died 100%. Even though it's right next to their own fort. There was just tons of damage following up, and Junkrat, I guess their focusing was a little bit off with the Riptire, but still looking for target.
Yep. SDE, again, a master of wave clear. No global for Miracle, so they're going to have to, when they send Nitrogen bot, for example, like he is now, there's a big cost. It means they're losing a body for a team fight that could occur if Ballistix chooses to hard engage with the arrow. Okay, Sniper is the target here. Gets himself away with the concussive, but the arrow says no! He is dead!
Hooligan harped back home, and I was thinking, what is he thinking right now? A stage dive was the reason.
Yep. That's Ballistix taking a massive lead in this game. They have, I think, enough. 54 gems I count now. Looks like they want to start a boss play instead. Oh, they have more than that. They have 71, in fact, so they definitely could double turn it, but the boss is going to be what they start with first.
They have Hanzo, and because they have Irel and ETC, they don't exactly know.
Yeah, and they're blocking the turn-ins in as well, so they can't even sneak a turn-in during this time.
You have to be careful, though. Once they get caught, Miracle does have some burst to continue following, but the boss is done. ETC is caught.
He will be able to. Oh, no, they blow him up right before he could stage dive.
Big gems dropped, but still they got the boss, so not a bad one. And ETC can always come back with the stage dive.
Yeah. He actually didn't have stage dive at that moment. Thought it was off cooldown, but he had about 15 seconds left. Gems turned in. It's going to help mitigate this pressure. But because there's a boss, which will die shortly, they're not going to have the wave clear, or they're not going to have the waves pushed in such a way to maximize this. Like, they can get mid, but top and bottom, not the same story.
Yeah, this actually gave a good chance for Miracle to come back into the game, even though their keep walls open on top. They're still holding a lot of the gems. Look at that, Nitrogen holding 20, and Hooligan dropped a lot.
Now, the one thing about this situation with the Web Weavers is you get a lot of soak in this situation because all the waves are pushed on you. Ooh, this stage time is a lot of looking for.
Frankle survives. They can counter this.
Oh, they certainly can. SD's caught. He's taunted. There's no way to save him. Jungha is the next target potentially here. They want more.
When they have the Web Weavers for Miracle, this is the bet. This is the worst possible situation for Ballistix.
Yeah.
Miracle can actually have 16 right after this.
They're going to probably go kill Jungha down here. Yep.
Yes.
Jungha he tried to defend. Wrong choice here. Ooh, nice dodge. Don't know if it'll be enough to save him.
Oh, not the maximum charge.
Okay, Nitrogen with this stun.
Ardent Defender.
Ardent Defender's going to buy him some time. But still, all of this, even though they don't kill Jungha, allows this Web Weaver to push forward to keep wall. Top fort goes down because of how Heroes of the Storm experience works. Miracle, despite not really doing any additional damage over Ballistix, ends up getting the level lead. And they're 2 forts up now. And they have basically another Web Weaver turn-in. I mean, they're going to have it 3, so you could pretty much just say they can look for another turn-in right now if they can win a fight. Talent tier advantage now equalized, though.
that could have been the moment where Miracle actually went for the boss play as well. So Ballistix took that before, so that's not as bad as you think. Hooligan. Scatter doing a lot more at Pro 16.
Uh-oh, Nitrogen is caught. He does have bunker. He may have to use it. Nope. Good defensive toss here. Stage dive misses again for Hooligan. They were so close to getting the turn in, but it is not to be. They have exactly enough. 14 at the moment. Ballistix, on the other hand, does not have enough.
Sniper holding careful. 8, so someone else is holding the rest. In terms of zoning, stage dive where they used, Ardent Defender is a long cooldown, so still not done.
They can try to force a fight here with bunker. Frankel was caught out of position, but very nicely done as the root here placed for Hooligan. He has to leave. Bunker used to try to absorb that arrow. Does save himself, but
by some time, but BTC was going to get out alive anyhow.
Miracle needs to be careful about hard forcing this. Frankel's doing a ton of damage to SD, but he can recharge.
Libido 3, that's all they need. Get that to turn in.
They get it. Ballistix needs to set up for the defense. Look at the bot push as well. That's going to mean that this goes directly to bot keep, and Miracle can set up for the push there. Junkrat's going to go up for the offlane soak. And in fact, actually, everyone's going to go top. Because Miracle knows that
yes, and because
they can grab Jungle
here.
Jungle
gets or the defender just back in time.
They ignore it, and then in just a second here, they're going to collapse. There's the taunt, but Hooligan comes in. Salvo, Frankel, once again, he survives, and now he's got massive damage to turn around. Jungle has to jump over the wall. But this is so much used for Ballistix. Again, so many heroics, so many cooldowns. Now this could be maybe even more than a keep for Miracle.
They get the short one, the first White Beaver right here. Trying to get the siege damage, and then the top one, and boss should be coming back soon after. So Miracle has to work in a way where they will actually defend. That's why ETC is already up there, because boss 3 goes for the top lane right after, thinking ahead. But they gotta deal with this first. The bottom lane, Phoenix is dealing with it, so Miracle actually does not get the push as much. Even though they have bunker, they don't really go aggressive on this one.
Yep, alright. Burning it down. Junkrat damage here. Not going to be enough to quite knock down that cannon tower. Ballistix is looking for potentially an engage here. Hanzo can toss in the arrow. They have stage dive. Think better of it. Bunker being available. They know this.
Stage dive coming back soon.
Yeah, he's just standing up top right now. You know, getting that soak. Can come in just a moment.
Boss is back.
Miracle needs to be careful not to overextend here because of that global. They back away. What a crazy game. I can't believe Miracle didn't get beat. Ballistix played that so well on the defense.
I think they had bunker, but everything else was down when they were trying to make the push with the way we were the mid and the bottom. And maybe not really having the best read onto the cooldown of stage dive. But Decker was holding stay a while and listen the entire time. I think maybe that was the only thing that was stopping them from going all the way in. So you do still have to be careful of what Ballistix can actually do. The salvo arrow combo, the backline Rain or Junkrat, they will be just blown up really easily. So just be careful. Of course, they have one more game up in their hand. This one can be the game changer. Game ending, the series ending for Miracle if they do it. They can't get a turn in, but a team fight would lead to boss, top keep, the core right after.
Ballistix basically needs to... I think their best bet is to trap Miracle. When Miracle tries to take a further objective, like if they try to boss, if they try to slow push a keep, they strike. They use all their heroics. They've got great combos. Urel can be the crux of this because she's literally unkillable because she has her heroics, and then that can force these fights to go in their favor. If they try to do this and try to turn in instead, I think it's very risky, and it could cause them to lose the entire game. They don't have to turn in now. They're not being pressured in any way, and Miracle doesn't have the ability to turn in. So you're trying to force this fight now.
SDE taunted!
And look at this, Riptire, stage dive, it's too late! SDE is dead!
And that's Phoenix on 45, Stereo 1, listen, we'll buy some time. Hooligan.
Banshee's on his case, man.
Out of there.
The Banshee's on him. It's actually going to live, too. Wants to use the Banshee to dismount them.
Oh, Sniper wants to chase, and Blaze is already on top.
Nitrogen says, this is it! We are beating Ballistix!
Propulsion misses, but
This is They're looking to try to turn around, but they can't. There's not enough damage here. The perfect
Nice
doesn't mind Hooligan with the slide. But he is going to go down here, it looks like. Slow from Magi. Keeps everybody alive. Close call.
That's actually better for Ballistic. They bought some time and they can't get turned in. They could have went for a boss and they bought some time. So not bad for Ballistic. Not losing anyone after losing Phoenix.
All right.
So no boss play.
No boss play. Sniper is just going to get the 20 up here. They're so close to another turn-in. Ballistix obviously has one available, but they don't want to try to make this happen right when 20 is being locked in. That would be unwise. Frankel just going to grab this camp.
20 about at the same time. Miracle 14 away from turning in. Ballistic, they're having close to 100, but they can't get close.
50 gems on Jungha at the moment.
And that's also because ETC, he's doing a lot of wave clear, but he joins the team fight with stage dive, which means he's away from the turn-ins.
He also can't, well, he's doing that, he can't get stuns until the stage dive is over.
Yes.
So ETC loses a lot during that moment. That's why I think it needs to be a trap that Ballistix sets, not a hard engage. Which is why SDE died that last time, because they were trying to force it at the worst possible moment. They still survive.
The bullseye from Hanzo. No global.
Obviously, ETC is going to hold his until the last second. They are, Nitrogen is 1 gem away from the turn in here. Like, that was so close.
And Bluebeal is holding that 1 gem.
No.
ETC is getting a sneak turn in.
Yeah,
at the bottom. No, not.
Okay, I thought he was.
He had all chances.
He's going to stage dive in. This is the trap I was talking about, but the bunker's perfect.
Early bunker, so actually that's not a bad one.
Yeah. Oh, this is the charge again. Unfortunately, Nitrogen, I think, having some nerves here tonight. Ballistix. This is perhaps their moment to use the arrow to go for a hard engage. Blue Beetle, he misses. He misses. Blue Beetle has to arrow. Yes. He has to arrow.
SC can't travel.
But he's still going to get it. That's the thing. He's still going to get it.
No player of the game. Even if he had played of the game, if he went, he was going to die anyhow.
What a long cooldown to use for that. Gems turned in. And this is the closest Miracle's been to defeating this team in a long time.
Now they don't have arrow. 40 seconds. It might be back after the web viewers are onto their keep, but their keep will be very damaged.
That's just a panic moment, you know? 30 seconds on that. You have to keep an eye on that because that was such an impactful moment. It's the mistake, small mistakes mean everything in this level of play. They're pushing top. As you can see, SD doing his best to stop it. It's going to be a keep minimum. Stage dive, bunker countered again. And there's no arrow for 10 seconds. Taunts up. SD is the target.
Does not throw it.
He has his 20. His shield is already gone. His 20 shield is already gone. Salvo, not really doing too much here. Jungha is now the target, has to pop his heal. SD's caught. Remember, he doesn't have his 20 shield. Or I thought he did. I guess he does. Still very low.
He's onto the opposite side. He's gone. When we were pushing bottom, that doesn't even more. Keeps gone. They can go for core. They don't have bunker. They have the sustain from Malfurion.
They're just going to go for the keep, the safer play, the macro play. It doesn't matter how many gems Ballistix has. If there's just so much pressure, they can't turn in. And
no Phoenix in 40
Miracle
seconds.
Slowly pushing this forward. Nitrogen got armor reduced. This is a scary moment. No bunker.
Laces get popped away, okay? Skill shots. Sniper looking for a kill into SCSC.
Needs to be careful. They need to get out of here, I think. Ballistix could chase. They've got to deal with the catapult pressure, though. And it looks like Frankel and friends will escape. Only 1 death. Only Nitrogen is the one to die here. 2 keeps. 125 gems, but when you're dealing with the catapult pressure, vision advantage is always for Miracle. And when you have to deal with those minions, it's tough to get on the turn.
Okay, let's talk about the turn-ins. They do have, at least they have ETC for that, for the global, so that he can actually stop a lot of the catapults. But they can't get a turn-in. It's really hard.
They're going to try to set up a trap here.
So much poke from Miracle. So they want to go for false play. They're baiting everything into this blaze, not available for 10 seconds. Without bunker, Miracle should not go in. There's no risk. They don't have to.
They do not have to. They do not have to fight this. In fact, they could just push mid. Hell, I think even getting the Knights camp is safer. They're going to do that. But the problem, G-Clef, is it's going to be a boss with Web Weaver push. Because they're going to get the turn in now. So that way the Miracle can stop that.
They can try it. Miracle might want to stop that because Ballistix is setting up for a core here.
I think Miracle's just made a terrible mistake.
Or just burning down the boss. That's what they're doing right before.
Now, you know, Miracle could have also gone for the back.
This is actually it's actually really slow. The amount of push from the bot and the mid for Ballistix core is also a threat here.
Yeah, so ETC's gonna have to stage dive in for the engage. He's doing what he can to defend. The Web Weavers will defend in bot and middle, but the top Web Weaver is the one to worry about. Burning down this boss as quickly as they can. Here's the stage dive. This could be risky. Hooligan.
Bunker wasted there.
Yep. Does avoid the root.
They're going for the core.
They are going for the core. And it's a pretty reasonable call to make at this point. SD has his passive shield back. He's going to salvo early. Absorbed here is most of that damage. Zheng'e going onto the core now. They're committing. They're committing. The Web Weaver is here. Tranquility has been used.
Nice mind to this position.
Good stun here onto SDE. Core is down to 78%, but I don't know if they have enough. I don't know if they have enough.
Web Weaver goes down, and they have to escape now. They're going really low.
The Ballistix core is taking damage. They're caught. They cannot mount. How can they mount? How can they go home? That should be game.
That's game, Wolf.
SDE, he's going to have his shield, but it's not going to be enough. The core is going down. Can they hearth? I don't think so. They cannot mount. They cannot hearth.
There's no... They have 2 men down. There's no way of coming back. No keep. Kettlebell already pushing.
SD's caught. And that's it.
GG.
That's GG.
Game.
Miracle's done it. They're going to get another kill here onto Hooligan. They have defeated Ballistix. They will take a 3-1 win. Incredible upset. A 26-minute game. Moggy's hands off the keyboard because he knows.
Old man's tired, man. Old man's tired. 25-minute game. Rest of the members are gone. He can't do a thing.
Would rather see the camera shot of Moggy as his hands are off the keyboard than see this. That's going to be the core going down. 3-1. We wanted a non-3-0. We wanted a good series this week. Yeah, Miracle delivered. Incredible drafting, good shot calling, late game, strong for this team now, and they did it. They make a case with this series as a potential playoff run winner. They could be the team that wins BlizzCon qualification. This win changes everything in this group stage here now, in this round robin. And twice Ballistix chokes in these moments that are so tense. A weak mid-season brawl, a near loss to Feliz, and now Miracle takes the win. We'll take a look at the post-game stats here. 26 minutes.
That was a crazy 26 minutes. It felt like 45 minutes or something. Well, give it to them. The top 3. Slayer. That's Miracle right now. Beating Gen G last time, beating Ballistix with 3-1. And they're going against Gen G on a Friday. That's the first match when we come back into the next weekend.
I'm more curious about their match against Tempest.
It's into the final, almost the final weekend.
Yeah, it is the final weekend, isn't it? No, second to last.
Yeah, second to last before we go on a small break. But Miracle has done it, Wolf. We thought it was possible after 2 games. Okay, they seem really good with the strategy, and it was actually the moment when the boss was coming in, along with the Web Weaver, which didn't synchronize perfectly, of course. Ballistix was desperate to get any synergy done there, but it was not. And usually, if it was the old Miracle, they would panic at that moment. They would panic. They would not know what to do, and they would lose members. But in this case, even though that was an early bunker, they kept go. They had Junkrat, the best way of defending on a Spider Queen. They made it work.
They certainly did, and I think we have to talk to either Sniper or Nacho Gen tonight.
Or Judy.
Or Judy, who also changed the way that they drafted, which was really cool. I mean, Miracle has done crazy things since before Judy was even on the roster. Historically speaking, Sniper's Hero Pool, you know, it's like that list you open, it just rolls down the stairs. You know, that's Sniper's Hero Pool forever. He was a player who throughout most of his career was considered to be a Tastar one trick, like Kyocha, and look where he is today. So, wow. Miracle has seen one finals. That was in China against Ballistix. They have never been able to attend, BlizzCon as this squad. Obviously, Sniper was there on Team DK back in the day, but man,
this actually
away.
actually creates a situation where Ballistix can drop down to 4th, and Blossom will be smiling at home after this match. They have a chance to contest for 3rd now.
Yeah.
And even Miracle does as well.
Yeah, because Blossom beat Miracle. They're in that spot. Ballistix did not. That's like the jump that happens. That's what round robin's all about. Ballistix takes game number 1 on Towers of Doom. Bit of a closer game, I think, than they would have liked. And then Infernal Shrines, Miracle dominates with the triple tank. Battlefield of Eternity, they crush SC's attempted Vala. And then on Tomb of the Spider Queen, with the most normal, quote-unquote, comp that they played all night, they're able to win it.
Certainly a big heartbreaking moment for Ballistix. They take the first one, but the rest of the game. Well, after the first one, maybe we thought, okay, Miracle's trying new things. It seems like it's working so much better. Okay, we get that, but we did not know that tonight was going to go this far, where Miracle comes out with a win. And how they actually use, they should keep Judy drafting first of all. Yes, that can actually. I don't know if they're going to come up with newer strategies. I think they actually put in most of what they have been practicing today against Ballistix. It worked. Against Genji next time, we'll see about that.
That we will. If they beat Genji or not, that's very exciting. It's going to be a very good match. But if they beat Tempest, then they will have beaten, all 3. Well,
yeah, in 1 year.
Yeah, in 1 year, and that's kind of nuts.
Or in one phase. That's actually...
Yeah, in one phase.
Yes.
Yeah, not in 1 year. In one phase. Well, same thing. Maybe years extended, but I'm a little bit hyped. We're going to watch some of these highlights. Let's take a look at Towers of Doom first, where Ballistix had some really clutch decision-making. They were able to take the final altar and just force the way into this win here. It's the Miracle decides to commit to a team fight where Judy just doesn't have enough support, and it costs them the team fight, which costs them the game right afterwards. With the double altars, this was the only time Miracle couldn't have fought. And this was concerning going into the rest of the series as well. Miracle, good late game so far this part, but not so much here. But when we go into the next map...
But even this map, we pointed out before, if Nachogen didn't make as many mistakes, I think they had a really good chance too.
We go into this map, and this was almost a perfect game.
Oh, look at that. Body block, first damage onto Hooligan. It was really tough for Maki to actually keep them alive.
And this is triple tank. You guys are seeing it right, Urel and Sonya here. So, a very melee comp with only Phoenix for damage, but it works so well. It's got Kugwave clear, they ganked a lot, controlled the early game. And this is when Hero Fools for SC really bleed through, where you see, okay, he just can't play Phoenix here. He can't play Hammer.
He goes in, thinking that he can get a kill, and SC comes in. That was the bait, and he gets deleted.
And that's why I say, that Leap is just not even worth anything, man. If you could spear somebody and kill them that fast, why would you ever pick Leap?
And when you don't have Vala, only Leaping, when you have look for the kill, look at that sustain from White Lane. Incredible.
Leaping gets finishing blows and finishes everyone, but she can't on her own be the solo DPS player. A lot of bunkers to stop the slows here coming out from Mosh Pit. And
Stage dive.
Stage dive, but SDE in this fight is able to do a ton of damage. Remember, and then gets caught here. He does have the shield, so he lives for a very long time. You can see Hooligan misses a power slide right afterwards. But he bought enough time to where they actually survived in that moment. That was not actually the fight that won the game for them. We're going to hear from Sniper. It's what I wanted. G-Cup, I want you to translate.
Yes, sir. Congratulations,
오늘
Sniper.
정말 힘든 경기셨죠.
It was a real tough match.
힘들지만은 이겨가지고 다
It was a
날라가는
tough match, but we won, so
아
everything's
너무 좋습니다.
알겠습니다.
feels like we're
오늘
flying.
이제
Everything's gone.
결정적인 그림 많이 만드셨잖아요,
We had
한타에서.
some beautiful
일단
pictures,
소감
beautiful
한마디
team
들어볼게요.
fights.
이렇게 되면은 솔직히 좀 블라썸전이 좀 아쉽긴 한데
Well, this actually
그래도 오늘
brings
이긴 걸로
us back for the Blossom
만족하고
game.
네.
네, 앞으로 더 열심히 해야 될 것 같아요.
Which
제가
was a big
컨디션 여쭤본
disappointment.
이유가
We
오늘
lost to them.
질문이 너무 쏟아질 것
But
같아서
We can try harder
여쭤본
for the next
건데요.
games.
일단 인상적인 2세트
Let's talk about the game too.
어떻게 나오게 된 건가요?
Irel, Sonya.
이제
How did that
그거는
happen?
태석이가 오늘 뱀픽을
Judy
다시
was
맡으면서
doing the draft
네.
today.
좀 뜬금없이 나왔어요.
And that was
소냐가
actually
갑자기 너무
kinda
좋다고
weird.
요즘에. 그래서 내가 볼 때는 좀 아닌 것 같기도
It
한데
looks not as good from what I see.
나오는 거라서 근데 제가 잠깐 서브탱을 진수랑 바꿔서 해볼까 했었을 때가 있어서
And there was a time where
좀
we
나올
wanted to
수
roll
있었던
swap
것 같아요.
with
그럼
Nitrogen
이전에
going for the
이런
something
픽으로 연습을
me
많이
going for the
하셨던
something
건
is-
아니었다는
and
얘기인가요?
Nitrogen going for
애초에
Sonya.
소냐 자체가
네.
진수가 뱀픽할 때는 아예 안 나오던 건데
Sonya
오늘
really good.
태석이가 할
When
때는
Nitrogen did drafting,
갑자기
it never really came
좋다고
out.
어제부터 그래서 그냥 아닌 것 같은데 했는데 오늘 결과는 좋네요.
But I was actually
오늘
saying, oh, maybe
정말
that,
좋은
I don't think this
픽이어서
works
2, 3세트를
actually.
다 가져가셨던
And
것
it worked
같은데요.
out.
그 2세트 이제 불지옥 신단에서 1렐로 탑 통로에서 약간
And with
역으로
Irel
키를
on top,
따는
네,
그림을
네.
만드셨잖아요.
you had some really
그때
good.
이제 팀원들 백업이 빨리 왔는데
Really
혹시
good
1세트 고전 후에
moments.
좀 팀원들끼리 어떤 피드백 있었나요?
Did you have some feedback
그냥 오늘 자체가
after losing
한
Nitrogen a
판만
few times?
따자였었는데 사실 첫 판도 약간 손 안 풀리는 느낌 조금 아쉬운 게 있었는데
네.
그냥 할만하다
The first game we
생각했었는데
actually wanted to have the
잘된것
TOD
같아요.
game for
근데
ourselves. We
되게
were not
약간
warmed up
뚱뚱하게
perfectly, but it
얘기하시네요.
was actually not a bad game for
네,
us.
약간 성격인 것 같아요.
아, 네. 그리고 이제 3세트 영전에서 아무래도 분위기 확실하게 가져온
And BOE, you
장면이
guys really had the
13렙을
atmosphere,
먼저 선 13렙
had the
찍으시고
momentum. You had 13 first,
원반을 가로시한테 탁 넣으시면서
had the disc on to
그리고
Garrosh,
달라를 순식간에 잡아내신 그 장면이었을 것 같은데요.
and Shimin's
사실
Blaze.
원반 같은 경우는 콜이 미리 나오는 경우도
got the-
있잖아요. 그런 군 같은 경우는.
You took down
어,
Bala all
콜이
the time. How was the
나왔던
shot calling done?
이거는 제가 발라 쪽에 목줄이 딱 또 닿아가지고
I got the bind on the
그냥 하나
Bala.
묶고 하면은 딸 수 있겠다 그러면서 제가
Then I
묶은
thought
순간 이제 발라 하면서
If I
외치면은
was able to able
따라와서 킬
to
따고 그런 거죠.
go in, and if I just scream Bala Bala, the rest of the
사실
네.
그
rest of the member
장면부터
just does
되게
his job.
기세를 더 많이 가져가셨던 것 같아요.
네 맞아요.
Yeah, that was
아니
that
그리고
was the kind of
보스턴
shot calling that I was
잡혀서
doing at
어떻게
the time.
살아나신 거예요? 해설진 분들이랑 저도 같이 찾았어요. 어디 계신지 한참 찾았어요. 아니 어떻게 되신 거예요?
그것도 저도 살짝 갑분싸 될 뻔했는데
Where were you
이제
the
시작할
entire
때
time?
참전으로 넘길 테니까
When
각 보자고 했었는데
in
그렇게 될
game
줄을
4?
몰랐거든요. 저
네.
가서 그냥 두드려 맞다가 잠깐만 이거 아닌데 하고 그냥 D 쓰고 E 쓰고 그냥 어떻게 되니까 광클하고 나왔거든요.
I actually
네.
went in,
근데 그때
I
만약에
actually went in,
그렇게
and
죽었으면은
it was my teammate
진짜
saving
많이,
me. I just pressed
분위기가 좀
everything
침울해지지
on the
않았을까.
keyboard,
네,
and then I somehow managed to stay alive.
그렇죠.
근데 약간 몸에 배신 어떤 그런 피지컬이신 것 같아요.
I think that's just mechanical skill that you've been
네,
because you've been
알겠습니다.
playing for such a
그리고
long time.
오늘 이제 마지막 세트까지 침착하게 정말 플레이하시면서
And even the final game,
역전의 강팀이어서 좀 마지막까지 긴장 놓칠 수 없으셨을 것 같아요. 그렇죠?
pretty sure it
네,
was very
상대방-
nervous until the final moment.
거미를 하는데
네.
너무
Yeah,
잘 막더라고요.
Spider Queen,
소도 이제 다이브 찍으면서 소도 라인을 막고 이러니까
yeah, stage dive
계속
actually,
다이브
ETC
의식하면서
going to
라인도
lane.
잘 못 밀고 이러면서 좀 입금은 계속 했는데
네.
We kept on getting
그렇게
the
막
turn
많이
in,
밀지는 못하더라고요.
but we couldn't really push
좀 빡세다
too much, and the game was really hard.
근데 오늘 그렇게 1세트만 내주고 나머지 세트 다 가져오면서 승리를 취할 수 있었던 이유 뭐라고
Just except for the
생각하십니까?
first game, you guys got the 3-1. What do you think was the biggest
바뀐
reason?
거는 따지고 보면 뱀픽이 태석이로
Well, we didn't really
바뀐
get
건데
any other
그
changes other than
효과인지는
Judy doing
모르겠어요.
band
오늘
picks.
소나로 두 판을 이겨서
I think
네.
having Sonya
그런
two
것
wins
같기도 한데
today certainly proves a little bit more, and
그런 것
it just
같습니다.
feels
알겠습니다.
so amazing
그
right
기세
now.
몰아서 이제 다음 경기에서 시청자분들이 좀 미라클 팀에게 어떤 점을 기대하시면서 보면 좋을까요?
And
마지막 각오
certainly,
한마디 저쪽 보고
What do you want the
얘기해 주세요.
fans to expect out of you guys next match?
사실 다음 주가 젠지전이라서
Yeah, next match we do have a
젠지를
match against
이기고 난
Genji,
후부터 많이 좀 거품이 좀 너무 많이 쌓여가지고
and I think we
다음
are
주 너무 펑
just
터지지 않을까
stacking
좀
bubbles
걱정이
right
되긴
now.
하는데 일주일 동안 더 노력하면
for a week. I think we can do a lot of
이겨봤으니까
preparations. We
그래도
have
한번 열심히
defeated them before,
노력해보겠습니다.
and we will try really
정말
hard.
감사합니다. 인터뷰 너무 감사하고 오늘 승리 정말 축하드려요. 이
Congratulations
기세 몰아서
again.
쭉 가시길 바랄게요.
네, 쭉
Hopefully,
갔으면
hopefully you guys can go straight.
그럼 오늘 인터뷰 여기서
From this
마치도록
moment,
하고요.
and that's gonna be it
중계석으로
for the
넘어가
interview.
보도록 할게요. See you in next week.
All right, guys, that is going to do it for the interview, as G-Club said. As you can see here, Miracle jumps up tied with Blossom, pretty much one map's difference, and obviously their direct comparison. If they were tied, they'd be below, but they're on the cusp of top 4. Ballistix, if they have a rough next few matches, I mean, look, they were, they had a tough series against Feliz. That's saying a lot. If they have a rough few matches and lose a few more, and Miracle continues to rise up, we live in a world where Ballistix might be at the bottom of playoffs, not at the top, waiting in that BlizzCon qualifier final, which everyone expected them to be sitting in as the final boss.
Ballistix Tempest coming up next weekend. So that will prove them, or that will actually keep them third. And actually, if they lose that pretty big, like a 3-0 for against Tempest, if they lose, Blossom will have so much more chance to actually come up to the third spot for the first time ever.
Yeah. It's insane.
We talked about the chances, like maybe the fourth team will break into the wall of top 3, but this is like the highest percentage that we have.
So here are Friday's matches. Miracle versus Genji is the one that starts it all off. Then we'll have Feliz, new reinvigorated Feliz, up against Blossom. So very good matches, in fact, to start off next week.
Big expectations for on the left side, especially. Miracle showing up really big today, and Feliz actually having some cool strategy, style of drafting. Against Genji, it's going to be tough. We know, we all know, you and I know, even the players, of course, know perfectly what's going to happen. But I am seeing it like it is totally not going to be a 3-0. Miracle should come up with something else, and Genji should be prepared.